Hi guys. Just fix this. Hello, hello everyone. Hello. Let everyone get their notifications. Notification, Californication. You guys, it's been so crazy. So crazy. And hold on one second. Why am I not? Okay, there we go. All right, so I'll let kind of the numbers climb. I'm not, maybe no one's commented or said anything yet, but I'm not seeing the comments. So I'm hoping that's not like a thing because I don't know what it is. I think it's just the energy, like technology just can't anymore. You know, it just cannot keep up with the frequency, with the energy that we are receiving right now. Yay, thank you, Alex. Thank you, Mia Moore. All right, it's cool. So I just wanted to make sure because I was like, man, I hope it's not something like that because yeah, the technology, I've been having issues. And then this morning, I had a issue for like 10 minutes with Zoom. I was trying to connect with a client and yeah, so anyways. So hello everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into this because I'm okay. I'm not like, you know, like sick or it's the energy. And my anxiety levels are off the charts. Like I literally thought like this morning, like I was having like a panic attack or something. And I'm not like one of those people that's like, you know, like melodramatic or like, you know, there's always something, you know, going on or wrong, right? Like to me, I'm like, I'm pretty chill. I'm pretty good. I know how to transmute the energy on high levels. I've gotten really good at mastering the alchemy of that. But right now it's a lot, even for me. And I know a lot of you guys are also feeling it because I've been seeing the comments. I've been getting like people reaching out through email, through DMs, like on Instagram, stuff like that. And everyone is like feeling the same kind of stuff. So it's like high levels of anxiety. We're feeling like the density purge. We are purging right now, right? Like we are going through it. And the Schumann resonance, and I posted this yesterday over on the community page, the Schumann resonance is just, usually we get these influxes, these blasts of angelic light, frequency, whatever you want to call it, right? You know, that comes through to the earth, right? But we usually get blasted and then we usually get like a day or two of like integration, you know, where we get a little bit of a break so we can integrate that, right? Not this week. Not this week. It is like every 30 minutes, more of the angelic frequencies are coming in. So if you're highly sensitive, like moi, then you're probably feeling it, and it's not fun. It's awesome, but it's not fun. And I just feel like when I feel like this, it's really hard for me to show up and to do the work that I do, because on a daily basis, that's all I work with is energy, right? And channeling and healing, and you know, so it's a lot. So bear with me. I'm going to be over the weekend and today too. I'll probably do like maybe 2 zodiac readings because I want to get like, you know, those out. See, I'm sure you guys can tell. I can't even talk. So yeah, so and then over the weekend I'm gonna get the rest of the zodiacs out for the channel. I've been getting a lot of messages, a lot of downloads and things like that, and I know you guys are too. So so hi everyone, hi guys, hi, hello, hello, welcome. Aw, welcome in everybody, welcome in. So like I'm even like shaky, it's like shaky, and you know, like I said this morning, I literally felt like, I'm like, is this what a panic attack is, or you know? But it was just the anxiety just kicked up into high gear. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I was like, you know, that like almost like hyperventilating, like, you know, and then I had to like really like calm myself down, and that was not easy to do. So, okay, with this being said, I scheduled this live to do the mini past life readings. I was only gonna take 10 people, but that's my fault because I forgot to take down the flyer. So I had more people sign up than I anticipated, and these readings take a lot more energy than just regular general channeled messages, okay? So what I'm gonna do today, because there's no way. There's just no way. So I am gonna read off the list of everyone that I have. Okay, most of the people on the list, well, a good handful of you guys, we've corresponded already through email or things like that, clients, whatever. So I checked off the people whose emails I have, because what I'm gonna do, it's just easier for me, and it's cool for you guys too, because then you get your own little mini past life message reading, you know. But I will record, and I've done this before a few times, and people actually really like it. But so I will record also like today and tomorrow, and I'll get those out to everyone. But if we've never corresponded through email, and I'll read who I have, please email me. And then I'm also gonna post on the community page. Just send me an email, like past life reading, you know, and I'll know, because I'll have you on the list. And then I will record like a 3 to 5 minute reading for you. And then I will email it to you so you have it to keep, okay? Because I have 14 people on the list. And I know that's only 4 more people than the 10, but that's a lot for me. And the way I'm feeling today, I just can't, you guys, I can't. So it's just easier for me to be offline and to do it, and you know what I mean? So, all right. Thank you guys. No, it's like but then again, it's like my higher self is going like, no, like show up, like, you know, and that's why I wasn't present yesterday either. It's 12:12. I just saw on it's 12:12 here in California. So yeah, exactly. Queen of Butterflies. Thank you so much. I like it private anyways. And that was another thing that I was going to share about these particular past life readings. I am being heavily guided. Of course, I will pull past life stuff through, but I'm being very heavily guided. And that's why I was also like, oh, that might be a little too personal to be on a live, because Spirit is guiding me, to everyone on the list who I'm going to read for, to tap into the past life energy, but to specifically hone in on past life trauma and healing. What is holding you back still? Where are the blockages? What happened to you in this lifetime, you know, 4 lifetimes ago, that maybe you're still holding on to and carrying? So it actually is quite personal, which I know a lot of you guys probably wouldn't mind or care, but just to honor everyone and their healing and whatever comes through, because I have no idea, you know what I mean? And that's the other thing, like it could be stuff that's triggering, or, you know, so I just, yeah. So we're gonna do it this way this time. I think it's a win-win-win for all of us. But I am going to do the collective message. And I titled this live, was it like a new day is dawned or something, a new day is dawning? Because we are going through, what I keep receiving is the final purge, okay? So, and we are wrapping up the eclipse portal from, you know, the last 6 months. So everything we've been processing, going through, the tower moments, the death cycles, the, you know, all the things for the last 6 months, we are like starting to wrap that up in a sense, I guess. So we are really being tested right now. We are being, you know, and so it's really important for us to keep our cool, to not engage, keep our cool, make sure that we're really doing stuff that's like good for us. You know what I mean? Like just doing things that are going to help you, that are going to help you move through this energy, move through these times, because this is like the real deal, like level up. We are all about to receive, okay? Big things, the things that we've been praying for, waiting for, right? But we had to reach a certain point in our journeys, our healing, our frequency, to receive these high vibrational things that we've been calling in, AKA divine, you know, kingdom spouse union or divine counterpart union, very, you know, blessed opportunities, partnerships, you know, collaborations with soul family, like all the things. And it's going to be different for everyone, but that's what I'm getting. And it's like, it's right here. And we are literally right. We're about well, soon we'll be moving into the equinox, and that equinox, it's going to help bring in the harvest. It's going to help us. And we are in harvest season, right? So everything that is, you know, still holding us back or blocking us as far as our receiving goes, that's what we are going to be feeling right now, right? On top of the astrology transits and the solar flares and the Schumann resonance and everything else, right? So it's crazy. It's crazy. It is so crazy. So just know that you're not alone. You're not alone. We are all feeling this. especially, like I said, if you're very sensitive to the energy, to the collective energy, to the earth energy, to the, you know, to the element energy, to the nature energy, like just everything. It's a lot. Okay. So be graceful with yourself. That was one of my biggest lessons so far of 2024 is, Erica, you always show up. You always push, push, push. That's my Aries energy coming through, Aries rising, Aries moon. So I'm very much like that emperor energy where I want to take action and I want to be, you know, and that's a part of my soul mission, is being a leader, a guide, or a teacher. You know, and so, you know, to show up like that, you know, it takes a lot, right? Especially when you are doing something that's so public. So it's like, you can't, right? You can't just run away and hide. Like, so that's why, you know, but I'm very authentic and I always share with you guys, right? Like, I'm going through it, right? Right now, I'm feeling it. Yesterday, feeling it, right? So anyways, I love you guys, and just be gentle with yourself. Don't judge yourself. Like, honor whatever's coming through, honor whatever you're feeling. Do whatever it takes to make sure that you are, you know, self-loving and trying to keep yourself in these calmer states, right? So anyways, because right now I feel like spastastic spazzo energy. That's how I feel. Like at any moment it's just gonna explode, you know. Yeah, definitely better to do private, those for sure. Yeah, much. Okay, good. I'm glad that you guys are on board with this. I knew you would. I knew you would be. I knew it wouldn't be. And like I said, a lot of times people like it better because then they get actually a little bit of a longer message than it usually would have been on the live. And then they get to have, you know, their own private link where they get to keep the reading and go back. But yeah, this one's going to be on the healing stuff, you know? And so, yeah, I feel that too, just to honor the privacy of everyone here. Okay. So this is the list that I have, and then I will get into the collective message right now. So number one is Alicia. And Alicia, I have your email, love, so you don't have to email me. I will reach out to you. Number two is Susan. Susan, I have your email, so you don't need to reach out to me. I will reach out to you. Number three is Elizabeth. I do not have, I don't think I've worked with you before, like through email. So if you can please email me, and then I will also put the names on the community post after the live, so everyone will, you know, hopefully get that notification and see it too, just in case. Okay. So Elizabeth, mi amor, please email me, GypsyCowgirlTarot@gmail.com. Number four is Morgane. Morgane, you're a good girl. You don't have to email me. Number five is Suvi. Suvi, mi amor, please email me, GypsyCowgirlTarot@gmail.com. Alex, you're number six. I have your email. Lauren, number seven. I have your email. Number eight is Steve. I don't know if I have your email, Steve. So if you could, please email me too. Please. So I can get your reading to you. And then, number nine is Dean. I don't think I have your email, Dean. So please send me an email, GypsyCowgirlTarot@gmail.com. Number 10 is Melinda. I think I have Melinda's email, but I'm not sure. So if you see this, can you please also email me, just to make sure all bases are covered. Number 11 is Christina, and I have your email, my love. Number 12, Marianne, I have your email. You don't have to worry about it. Number 13 is Roxana. I have your email. Don't worry about it. And then number 14 is Alexandria. So Alexandria, I think we've corresponded through email, but again, I'm not sure. So if you could just send me a little quick email, and that way I can get your reading to you as well. Okay, so here we go. All right, so a new day is dawning. Now, I wanted to share some of the stuff that's coming through that Spirit wants me to connect to and help guide, relay the messages, whatever, right? There's something about feeling the pressure. And whether this applies to you or doesn't, maybe you're feeling pressured in certain areas of your life. Maybe you're feeling pressure to get out of a relationship, or maybe you're feeling the pressure to, you know, move from a place that you've been living. Okay, like it's, you know, you kind of sometimes just know, right? You have that inner knowing, like, okay, it's time for a shift. It's time for me to, you know, move forward, move on. Okay, so the pressure. But I'm also getting a lot of projection and pressuring from other people, where who I'm talking to, you're so sensitive, you're so empathic that you take on that energy. And it's not like your fault or anything, but I think when people project that, right? So like, let's say it's like, you know, someone, you know, calls you up and they invite you somewhere, but you just don't feel like going. But then you start doing the pressure thing with yourself, right? Like, you know, I don't want them to be upset, or I don't want them to, you know, or you know, I've already flaked on them, you know, a few times if I do it, you know. But you're doing all of that to like, you're torturing yourself to protect the other person, which I get, right? Because that's who we are. We want everyone to be good and happy, and we don't want to like, right? But it's like Spirit is going, no, no. This is the time where you have to, be the one to stand your ground. Very Seven of Wands. You have to be the one to say enough is enough. Boundaries are in order here, because I'm tired of me being depleted, or me sacrificing my own energy, time, happiness to appease other people around me. I just posted this thing over on Instagram like the other day. I don't know if I shared it here, but it was like 5 signs of family dysfunction that usually people don't, you know, like see as dysfunction. Like one of them is like carpet sweeping, right? Like you have someone in your family or someone in your circle who's emotionally imbalanced, unstable, unhealed, and they project those wounds. And so everyone else has to walk on eggshells and don't upset them, you know, because we already know how it's gonna end up. And, you know, so that's like the energy that I'm getting here. It's like, no more sacrificing. No more sacrificing to appease the unhealed projections, mirrors, okay? And it's not easy, right? Because if it was, everyone would do it, right? And I can't think of like the other things, but it's like basically that, or like carpet sweeping, you know, when something needs to be addressed, and we just comb over it and just move on to the next thing, and right, we carpet sweep it. That's a sign of dysfunction. This is the time now where we need to look things right in the eye, and we need to say our truth. And we don't have to say it like, you know, an a-hole. We don't have to be mean, right? Because that's usually what we're defending ourselves over or whatever, right? We have to be the ones to put that foot down and say, enough is enough. You're not going to treat me like this anymore. I'm not going to tiptoe around you because you're emotionally unbalanced, because you have these wounds that you need to heal. I've been doing my work, and I'm done suffering for everyone else around me. It's like that. Or if it's like a relationship, a spouse, a partner, right? Right? Enough is enough. It's time for us to stand in our, and that's self-love, and that's healing, and that's, you know, and it also in a big way shows the universe, right? Like where we are, where we're at, you know, and like I said, there's going to be a lot of that energy right now being tested, especially in our, you know, close circles, family, friendships, you know, our, you know, environments, whatever it is. Okay. So no more tiptoeing to appease the drama. No more tiptoeing so you don't set off a ticking time bomb because someone, you know, they can't handle their own emotions, right? Okay, so there's that. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll just see what comes through in the cards. And the reason why this is also important is because, like I said, we are in this new cycle. It's completion, baby. It's the World card. And that's why sometimes it can be very uncomfortable, because we're moving from one cycle and beginning another one. So everything a part of the old cycles, right, is going to be like in our face, right? So, you know, and then like I said, it's very important not to be like pop off. And we're not, when I say like stand your ground, I don't mean attack, because that's what we're standing our ground about, right? Is other people who jump and attack, or, you know, because they're emotionally imbalanced or unstable, right? We can lovingly, we're in a place now, we're in a frequency and in our hearts where we can lovingly have a talk with someone. And if they just won't receive it, if they just can't hear it, if they just can't you know, see through their own illusion, delusion, patterning, whatever, then what do we say, guys? What do I always say? We tap our heart, we send them love, and we move on, right? Maybe it's like a friend who's always like just drama, 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 you know, and you're their dumping ground, right? But it's never mind, like, how are you doing though? You know, it's all about me, 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 victim, victim, victim. That is the stuff that we are moving and ascending beyond. That is the stuff that it just doesn't work anymore. It's not okay, right? Okay. I'm like, whew, I'm like out of breath with that one. Okay. So let's get an oracle card. And what else does Spirit want to add? What else does the universe want to add? Okay, so a new day is dawning. Also, okay, like things could be happening or coming up, right? Where maybe you feel like I thought I healed this. I thought I moved beyond this. I thought this was that was done. I thought, you know, but it's like anything that's like still lingering, residual, or what wasn't completely healed, or, you know, those are the things that we're gonna be witnessing and re-experiencing, so we can finally, once and for all, recognize it, honor it, accept it, heal it, and move on. But I know for a lot of you guys, it's with relationships or people, you know, whether that's, like I said, romantic, friendships, lovers, you know, family members. And I think that's the hardest, right, is when it's family, right? And it's no more clinging and carpet sweeping and saying, oh, that's just how my family is. Oh, that's just how my father is. That's just how my sibling is. That's just how my mother is, right? No more making excuses. No more excuse machine energy for that behavior. That right there, that happened to me this morning. So frustrating, spot on. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So, you know, it's, yeah, and it is. It can be, for sure, right? And of course, we have to, right? We know that, like, we're not perfect by any means. We know that other people aren't perfect by any means. And people can only show up and meet you where they meet themselves. They can only show up and meet you where their frequency is at, right? And you can feel it, because you can feel a resistance there, right? Don't rock the boat. You know what I mean? So it's yep. It's like go time. All right, here we go. Touching the earth, number 12. And the very first thing, like when I first started this live, I had seen the 1212. So maybe you guys are, you know, feeling or seeing these numbers too, 1212 or like 33, because that does break down to a 33. But 1212 has messages too, right? And of course, when we are seeing things consistently, repeatedly, constantly, right? It's the universe really blasting it to us, right? Okay. So touching the earth, planting something new. Planting something new. The energy is so off lately. Yeah. You know, and we're straddling the paradigm or the timeline or whatever you want. It's like we're in between worlds right now, right? So we are like moving into what we are aligned to move into, you know, like what we've been calling in and where our vibration is at now. And that is not a cakewalk. That is not some, you know, fairy rainbow unicorn stuff. This is like, it can be brutal. And that is a word that keeps coming through. Now, something else I do want to say is, right, if we are going through this, if we are experiencing these things or triggers or projections or whatever it is, right, everything, it's collective energy. So it's like the divine masculines, by the way, right, same thing. It's brutal right now for them too, right? So, you know, just having compassion for everyone, you know, just holding that space of that, but also not being a doormat to anyone or a punching bag to other people and their stuff, right? Rinse, repeat, recycle. Yes, exactly. Yep. Yeah, definitely brutal. Yeah. Alex says every day this week. Yeah. Yeah. Another thing that is coming through is like, I know Alex, you'll get this because, you know, if you're like a Seinfeld fan, I love Seinfeld. It's like one of my favorite shows. And that's one that just, it helps lift my spirits. It makes me laugh. I can turn it on and I've seen every episode a million times. But the episode where it's Bizarro World and like everything's backwards and it's like bizarre, this is Bizarro World, you know, and then just bizarre things are happening. You could be experiencing that too. People behaving bizarrely, saying bizarre things, projecting bizarre energy, or even just out and about in your day-to-day experiencing bizarre stuff. You know what I mean? It is cray cray. It is cray cray. Okay. So, so touching the earth. And spirit with this card is being very clear. First of all, planting new things, new cycles, you know, like focusing on the seeds that you want to co-create, that you want to bring in, not losing sight of the vision, the goal, you know, everything that's important, everything that you've been working towards. Don't lose sight of that right now, because, you know, it can feel like that, like it's knocking us out of balance or it's knocking us, you know, backwards or something. But really it's because we are being propelled at a very quick rate forwards. Okay, so don't lose sight of that, but planting something new. This could be literal too. Go buy, you know, some flowers or a lavender bush or, you know, a basil plant. I mean, this could just be literal, like touching, getting your hands in and connecting with the, you know, electromagnetic energy, the electricity of the earth, because it's healing for us, it's medicine for us, it's charging for us. So literally maybe planting something new. Because you guys in the southern hemisphere, your equinox is different than our equinox, right? Because we move into fall, and then so it's like your guys' spring, right? Like, right? So maybe for you guys in the, you know, but I know for a lot of us, we're moving into fall, winter, and it's not, you know, but there are so many beautiful fall, winter plants. In fact, I have 3 azalea bushes, and one of their biggest times to bloom is the fall. So I need to plant something new, connect with the earth, and get those azalea bushes in the ground. I should have done it like a few weeks ago, but it is what it is, right? So, but also it's about the things that are coming into your life, that are being planted into your life, to your new life, your new earth life, okay? So, and then also, obviously, I mean, she's literally touching earth. See all the healing power that Mother Earth is, right, infusing, okay? So again, this is like, I know I probably sound like a broken record because I talk about this a lot in the recent past and recently. Grounding, 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 grounding. And the message, and I've been saying this to clients, I've been saying it in readings, and I've also been saying it to myself because it's guidance for me too. More. Spend more time in nature. I go for walks every day, but my guides are like, more, Erica, more. Take 2 walks a day instead of just 1, right? Sit outside and really, you know, instead of taking 5 minutes a day or, you know, connecting or earthing, right? Spend a half hour. We are being pushed. We are spiritual cosmic beings. We are not just a human meat suit vessel, right? We are not just muggles. We are divine cosmic beings. And so it is so important for us to honor that whole part of who we are, you know, that's who we truly are. These meat suits are just organic matter, you know, we will ascend from them. We will, right, transition out of these, and they don't go with us and back into the ethers. It stays here, right? So it's very important to honor and tune into the cosmic self, the higher self, the spiritual self, the soul self, the inner child self, which is your higher self, your soul, right? Okay. So, sorry guys, hold on a second. Woo! Oh my God. I was sitting on my knee, like my leg was, you know, and I just got up and you guys almost had a good laugh because my knee just buckled and I literally almost just fell. All right. Let that work out. Okay. So hi everyone. Welcome, 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 my loves. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing all the work you're doing. Thank you for holding the space that you are. I'm so honored and grateful, and I just feel like it's such a privilege to be sharing in all of this. And sorry guys, I'm channeling, so my nose is like running. Plus I'm still draining, you know, like mucusy stuff from when I was sick like a week ago, or like 2 weeks ago, or however long ago it was. It's just been clearing, you know, like, you know, so yeah, I know it's not the sexy thing, you know, that everyone wants to hear, but I don't care. Seems tough right now. 1212 encourages us to keep going and trust that better days are ahead. Wow. Okay, beautiful. Also, oh wait, no, my one angel number book, I think it only goes up to like 1,000. I don't know if it has 1212, but I claim that one. I claim that message. I claim that message. There's better days ahead. We are moving forward. It may feel even right now like we're kind of stagnating. Like I said earlier, like what's the deal? Like I thought I was beyond this. I felt like things were, you know, picking up, or, you know, I've had some abundance hit, you know, and then maybe it goes wonk, 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 you know, again, and you're like, what's happening? Again, just keep trusting, because this is big breakthrough. This is big birthing of the new. And clearly we have the very first word here, you know, touching earth, planting something new. Okay. And the things that are coming into our life, they're going to be with us, right? If it's a divine counterpart, this is someone comes in, you plant something new together, you anchor it in, and it stays, right? Because you've learned the lessons, you know the things, right? You know your self-worth, you know what you deserve, right? And that's what you're calling in, right? Okay. So you guys, what was the whole channeled message that I just like drilled on, right? For like the last however long. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. And it's boundaries with situations, other people, but it's about you. Even how do you need to set better boundaries with self? Is it your spiritual connection and work, right? Do you need to set a healthy boundary with taking more time for that, right? Or journaling, meditation, you know, creating sacred altar spaces where you can connect, you know, commune with the ancestors, with spirit, right? These are all the things that us as magical beings are really tuning into. And so, you know, allowing ourselves to connect and do that, right? But look at setting boundaries. Like, you cannot make this stuff up. Look at her hands too. She's like, I can't, I'm done. I can't. But it's very much like this, like, I surrender. This is surrender. This is, you know, Jesus, take the wheel. I'm releasing the control. You know, I'm just going to be in, you know, if you like me, right? Yesterday, super anxiety, just very like on edge, you know, like if I hear like you know, like you know, if a car drives by out front, like, and I'm not, you know, like, and then I just hear it, like, it startles me really easy. That's when our nerves are on edge, when we're easily startled. We can't, you know, calm our racing heart down, all the things, right? Also, the solar plexus energy is coming through a lot too right now. So again, how do we need to set better boundaries with ourselves, where we're more in our power, and taking that power and control back that other people have because of their own dysfunction, because their own unhealed wounds and trauma. Boundaries, mi amor. This is very important, because this can actually create resistance and create blockages, right? It's like the universe is going like, yeah, I want to bring this stuff in, and yeah, you're there, but this, that, and that, right? So let me write a note, because I found this really awesome solar plexus like video. It's like 11 minutes long or something, but she does a phenomenal job of, like, you know, when your solar plexus is blocked or, you know, whatever, you can feel it. Most of the time you can feel it. It'll feel just, you know, it's like right here, right here, right here, right? You'll feel its intensity or a tenseness, its tightness. Maybe it feels like something's like grabbing onto your solar plexus and just twisting it. But you can usually feel it, right? And then it can affect us physically in other ways, right? I want to say the solar plexus is really connected to our nervous system, but I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me. But anyways, Setting boundaries, threshold protection, and honor. Look at that. Okay. And then going right along, furthering the message, it's literally what I said. You guys know me, my connection to source, the angels, like it comes in and they're like, okay, now go deliver the message. This is what they need to hear right now. This is what they need today or this week or, you know, whatever it is, right? There's the angels showing up literally with this, saying, it's time for this. It's time for this. Okay. So this says angelic assistance, divine guidance, and loving support. So I've talked about this too, like how we are not alone. We are never alone. We have so much loving support, so much divine support. It's like Spirit is saying right now, like you don't have to carry all those wands by yourself. You don't have to carry the 10 of wands anymore. You're so used to fight or flight mode, survival mode. You're so used to just go, go, go. I gotta keep going. I gotta be strong. I gotta, right? Not let this take me down or this make me feel, you know, I gotta be strong. I gotta go. And they're saying you don't have to carry that on your own. Talk to the angels. They are here for you. And, you know, maybe you're like, I just feel like, you know, I don't have anyone to talk to because no one's going to understand. The people around me are lower vibration, you know, lower frequency. You know, I can't talk to them about my twin flame journey. They're not going to understand. I can't talk to them about my ascension journey. They're not going to understand. That's okay, right? That's okay. But Spirit is saying, yeah, you always have an outlet. You can speak directly to us. Ask us to infuse you with the angelic strength and support. And they will. And you'll feel it. You'll feel it. You'll start feeling more like capable and like, you know, like I can do this. I can do this. Or I can get through this. I can get through this, right? They will hold you. Okay, so a lot of that angelic divine support around everyone right now. Also, this is crazy because last night, and that's another thing, is very vivid, quote, dreams, but it's not dreams, it's astral traveling, it's just connecting in the ethers, in the astral, right? But there's people having very, very vivid dreams, quote, dreams in the astral, right? And also people remembering more and more and more of what goes on there instead of waking up with that like total just dream amnesia, you know what I mean, where you just forget everything as soon as you open your eyes. As hard as you want to remember, you can't. People are remembering more. It's so cool. It's so cool. And I resonate with that too. Last night in my dream state, one of the things that came through was big cats, panthers, lions, and they were all around, right? And I was just like, oh, this is so cool. But they were showing up as protectors. They basically like coming in and going like, yeah, we're with you, but we are protecting you. Okay, any kind of like darkness, entities, things like that, we will rip them apart. They can't touch you. Okay, so you guys might have dreams, or maybe you're just getting references to like the lion or the panther or the jaguar, or maybe that's just a spirit animal that you really connect with, right? But it's wild, the stuff that's happening in the astral, okay? So maybe a dream journal and really tuning in. You know, what did that mean, you know? What was the message there? Or why did that happen, you know? Tuning into it. Okay, why are these not... Hello, Jean-Pierre from South Africa. Hello. That's one place that I really want to go to someday. Dragon fruits. Oh, I'm jealous. Oh, I wish I had dragon fruits growing. Bappa. Hi, Bappa. Yes, very intense week. Very intense week. Like we have not caught a break with this energy flowing in. And like I said earlier, usually we do. If you pay attention to the Schumann, it's like we get blasted, you know, and then like I said, we'll have like a day or two where it's like a little like calmer and we could integrate. No, not this week. This week it's just like bam, 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 you know. That's how I was. Yeah, that wah, wah, wah feeling is exactly how I feel. Oh, thank you so much, Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a fan of my tattoos too. Thank you. I'm actually going to be getting another one soon. I want to do it like before my birthday, coming up in October, but it's going to be a big, beautiful ankh, like that. I mean, not that big, but you know, on my arm right here, the left side, the divine feminine side, the receiving side, right? But it's gonna, yeah, so I'm excited for that. And then probably have some like beautiful red roses somewhere like around it or beneath it, for my rose lineage, for the Magdalenes, and of course the Isis temples, etc. But yeah, it's time for something like that for me. Watching from Nagaland. Oh, awesome. My smartwatch just told me my BPM was high just as you were talking about that. Wow, wow. There you go, confirmation. Yes, it is time. Absolutely, yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Happy Friday. I hope everyone enjoys their weekend too. Yes, hit that like button. Because it just helps. It helps this message get out to others in the collective. So honestly, when you do that, like to any channel, any reader, okay, like you're paying it forward. That's good karma for you. Like it's really good karma because you're helping get these messages out to other starseeds, other light workers, other people in the collective, you know, never mind it helping the channel. And that's awesome for me, right? But it's you're helping. So thank you. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Goddess Isis, Archangel Metatron, Michael, Raphael have been coming through so strongly, and Native American ancestors. Yeah, so one that's like really strong for me right now, Isis is always very present with me. Same with Mary Magdalene. I mean, I literally like sleep with like the Magdalene manuscript like next to me in bed with some crystals. She's there with me all the time. But one big energy that's coming through for me this week that I can feel is really holding me is Jesus, Yeshua. I just posted on my Instagram like yesterday or something, like a thing about like just the ascended masters in general really helping us right now. But definitely, yeah, the angels, and it's really beautiful. The Jaguar spirit came up earlier. The Jaguar, oh wow, see, the Jaguar spirit is highly present. Beautiful. See, yeah, we're so protected. We are so held, you know, like, and they come in really close with us too as we're moving through like the density, as we're having big breakthroughs, because they know, right? Especially the ascended masters, they mastered their ascension, you know, and now they support us from the higher realms because they've done the whole earth school thing. They graduated, right? They ascended, they're ascended beings now, which by the way, I'm like, I can't, okay, like people like commenting or like they'll say things and they're like, I'm, you know, like Isis incarnate, and I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You can connect deeply with it. You can channel their energy. That's like me saying I'm Mary Magdalene incarnated, you know? No. They are ascended beings for a reason. It means they ascended Earth. They don't come back. Instead, they help from the ethers, from the cosmos, etc., right? So I don't know, I'm like, I've been seeing a lot of that recently, and I'm like, it's beautiful that people are so in tune with the energies or an ascended master or a goddess energy, but most certainly not they're the incarnation of them. It's amazing you mentioned about anxiety and noise. Train passes by my house every day, and yesterday was not a good day. Fully agreed on what. Oh yes. Oh man. See, and I love that. You know, I used to live in I still live in a small town, but I live out in the country where when I lived in town, the train would always come through, and I love hearing the train. And oftentimes when the train rolls through, it'll be a synchronistic moment, or like it'll be like 222 on the clock. You know how we get those messages and signs. But I can see that when your anxiety is kicked up in high gear, yeah, it may not bother you sometimes, but like when you're feeling that way, ooh, that could be very triggering for sure. So hello everyone. Hello. Yes, Jesus as well. Yep. Yep, because the Christ consciousness awakening in many of us. Absolutely, absolutely. And also, you know, like I said, I think that, you know, I don't know all the things, right? Like I'm not like some like all knowing, you know, but I that for sure, absolutely. And as these very sacred, powerful Christ codes, also like the Magdalene codes, like the Isis codes, Atlantean codes. That's another big one, is the Atlantean codes and energies. But I feel like they come to us. So it's like Yeshua's coming through right now to help us as we integrate, as we level up in that way, you know, like I've been here too before. Trust me, I get it. You know, I'm here with you guys, you know. And with him, I love his beautiful energy because I could just feel it's that protector, warrior, but also just such beautiful love. Like he's so, I feel so safe, you know, and that's really beautiful, to connect with divine masculine energy in that way, you know, where you just, it's just such a sacred, safe container, right? The Jaguar came to me literally yesterday, big confirmation. There you go, there you go. Yep. So yeah, so I'm, you know, again, and this, you know, when we do these lives, you know, yes, it's a reading, it's a message, you know, but it's also communion. It's us all connecting, gathering as soul family, you know, being able to share, being able to speak truth, being able to know that you're not alone, that, you know, hey, if you're feeling a little, you know, batshit crazy right now, you're not alone. And if you're walking through bizarro world, okay, you're not alone, right? It's very intense, very intense. And that's why, you know, it's not easy, because if it was, everyone would be doing it. Everyone would surrender, everyone would awaken, you know, and we just know that's not the case quite yet on earth. Many are, but not everyone will, right? And that's another thing. It can be very difficult at times to hold that loving, compassionate energy with others who are in the lower vibration and maybe very judgmental or ridicule, you know, or criticism, you know what I mean? So just know that, like, you know, if people are extra triggered by you right now, it's because you're doing the right thing. Your frequency is high, your light is shining, and it's shining very brightly upon their shadow energy, right? Which needs to, you know, be addressed and healed, right? But we can only, right? We can only do so much. We can only do so much. So, yeah. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Yeah, and that was my brother, who is a part of the Melchizedek order. He sits on a very high council with Archangel Michael. He is a very divine blue ray being, and obviously a guide and protector, you know. But yeah, that was crazy when that happened, and I knew it was very divine and very just crazy, right? And then, like I said in a reading the other day, my mom had there's a medium that she really enjoys working with ever since my brother passed away, and every single time my brother comes through, and he always, it's like the stuff he speaks of and talk, it's just funny and very beautiful and confirming and healing. But he brought that up. Tell my sister that I was the one that brought her the hot air balloon. And I told everyone, go watch the video, it's in my shorts. But the message was very relevant, where it was my spirit guides, and I even put that in the thing, where it was the spirit guide saying to me, can't you see, because that was a bad month, June, that's when it happened. He brought that to me during like one of the worst times of my life. It was just so crazy how hard I got hit. And there was betrayal, there was just different things. Okay. And I, you know, of course I shared a little bit here with you guys, but of course I didn't share everything. But I just had to keep going and showing up and doing what I do and things like that, you know? So anyway, so I thought that was really neat. And also for you guys, like when these beautiful things happen for you, whether it's a hot air balloon, you know, flying over your house while you're sitting in the backyard and stopping for like 10 minutes, just floating above you, or, you know, certain numbers, or, you know, a beautiful animal showing up for you, right? Like our loved ones on the other side, they do send us these beautiful gifts, right? We know the coins and feathers and different things, right? So it's really strong to know like just how supported we are. So sorry, I'm trying to keep up with like the comments and stuff. So, okay, so let's keep moving forward. Get a few more, where we got 50 minutes. Okay, so I'll probably go for like another 10 more minutes and then we'll probably hop off. And then I will post the list of everyone who I need to email me. And like I said, everyone else, I have your email already, correspondence. So I will be sending the videos over. I'll start working on them today and tomorrow, okay? And thank you guys, bear with me. That's why I bumped the live from yesterday to today, because yesterday it was like crazy. And I almost bumped it again because I felt so just crazy, like anxious, like how I, you know, but connecting here with you guys has certainly helped. So thank you for that. All right. So we talked about all the things here, and then we have sacred gratitude, reverent appreciation, and prayer. And that ties into what I was talking about with taking the time to connect. See how she's like got her hand like on the tree. Yeah, a tree. I was like, is that a big like rock or no, it's the trees. So she's taking the time to connect, to listen, right? Like, what is the wind saying to you today? What is the birds speaking to you? What messages are coming through? When you hear the leaves rustling in the trees, right? What are they saying to you? Because that is how the nature elements speak to us, right? The grass swaying in the breeze, right? Okay, so connecting, tuning into that stuff. I know a lot of you guys are becoming very receptive, and you probably already are, to all these things, right? So, but it's taking the time to connect, to taking the time of reverent prayer, of appreciation, of gratitude, you know, like, I am just so thankful. Thank you, universe. Thank you, spirit. This has been so hard for me. I feel like I struggle every day, you know. I feel like I'm crumbling, you know, but I'm so appreciative of the divine support, of the divine connection, of the roof over my head, or, you know, starting to love my body more, or whatever it is, right? But taking that time to really connect. Okay. All right. So I do want to pull, I'm going to be doing a reading anyways for like the soulmate collective, soulmate and or twin flame collective. Today, I don't know. I've got a lot of recording I got to do, but I want to get a message out because it's been a couple days. It'll probably tie into a lot of what we talked about in this message, because like I said, that brutal energy that we are all like, you know, feeling, you know, here and there or whatever, right? The divine masculines are feeling it. Divine feminines feeling it. Divine masculines feeling it. So we'll just check in and we'll see what's up. Maybe do like a 15-minute message or something. Anyway, I know I always say that, but that's what I want to, like, if you're here, if you watch the playback, I want to kind of get a little bit about that, like just kind of the incoming energy around love, around the 7th house of marriage and partnership. So let's see. Oh, you know what? Hold on. This is a twin flame like oracle deck thing. But obviously not everyone, you know, here is on a twin flame journey, right? So, and that's another thing, spirit's guiding me. Like, do some videos. And that's why I just need to like start my other channel. But do some videos, because there's so much blasphemy, false information out there. There's a lot of people that are just, you know, using the hashtag twin flame. They're not on a twin flame journey. I've seen readers who I obviously don't follow any longer, because I could tell they were being infiltrated, and they got really dark. But like, everyone has an opinion about the twin flame journey, but people don't even know what they're talking about, right? Unless you are actually on this journey, right? you just don't know. You just don't know. You can pull cards on it. You can tap in and try to get messages and, you know, use the, right, the twin flame clickbait, you know. Oh, that's another thing I'm seeing. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I hope people aren't like just falling for this like crazy. But I'm seeing like all these videos floating through in the newsfeed with the clickbait titling, like this was meant to find you, you know, if this video finds you, it's meant for you, listen now, like that kind of stuff. And I'm like, anyone who's like in tune and understands this stuff, like any video that you're shown, anything that is shown to you directly in your face, there's a message there for you, whether it's a reading or a sacral chakra healing frequency, right? It's the universe and spirit showing you for a reason, right? So just a little FYI, right? I'm like, I can't, you know, it's crazy. So, and it makes me sad, just like the messages around the twin flame journey and, you know, things like that, right? So I will be doing some messages, just little like guidance things about the truth, about what it really is, you know, what really happens on the journey, you know, like, and that's another thing I'm witnessing a lot of too, is people who, again, because the twin flame thing has been completely, it's been diluted and romanticized, and it's really sad because it's very divinely unique. It's been very rare, but there is a lot of that awakening, opening to the consciousness of the journey too. So, you know, there's a lot, but anyways, so I'll be, spirits, like, just please, like, share some stuff about the truth, about, you know, and when I say truth, of course, I mean the truth of my journey, what I have experienced, but I have read for thousands of people at this point, and because I'm a twin flame and I'm a twin flame guide in this lifetime, it's one of my missions, a lot of twins are guided to the channel, right? Because source knows this is what you need. This is going to help you. So, but I've connected to it so many times with different clients and readings and stuff that, you know, people will say, oh, you can't say anything factual about the twin flame journey. And I call BS. I call bullshit. Because when you see the same things happening so many times, I mean, people come in, they share, right? And I'm just like, this is crazy because it's so like this, right? So, you know, eventually, like, I'm sure I'll channel out like a guidance book or something like that, you know, down the road, or do something where it's like a podcast, or, you know, yeah, it's a lot. And I'm only one person. So I'm hoping that more people are guided to where I can collaborate with people, and, you know, I don't have to take on all of the work so much. Do you know what I mean? Because that's a lot, right? Running a channel, working with clients, doing healing sessions, general readings, Akashic readings. Now I'm offering the channeled goddess readings with Isis and Mary Magdalene, where they come through and speak to you, whatever they need to, right? Whatever you need. You know, keeping up on, like, you know, making sure that I'm posting, and you know, then you, right? It's a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot, you know? So anyways, okay. So hi guys, welcome in. Thank you for being here. So let's go ahead and get some messages here. But masculine and winter. It's like Game of Thrones. Winter is coming, you know, but I mean, maybe winter has a connection, or maybe you were born in the winter, or maybe your person is. And then just, again, twin flame deck, but it doesn't have to be a twin flame, right? There's a lot of very evolved, beautiful past life soulmate connections. And I said the other day on my Instagram story, because I shared about the twin flame stuff, like how I just talked about, you know, how there's a lot of just false information and blasphemous energy out there. But I literally said, I was like, I wouldn't wish the twin flame journey on anyone. Yes, it's beautiful, but it's freaking brutal. It's brutal. And I wouldn't wish it on anyone, honestly. I would go for a beautiful, intense past life soulmate, maybe someone I've connected to in other star systems, or maybe I connected to them in, you know, other times, lifetimes too, you know, over over that journey. Again, it's been romanticized. It is not about a dreamy romance and being together. Not at all. It's the polar opposite of that. That's just a plus if it even happens, right? So, okay. So let's go ahead and go. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Well, it's the offer. All right. So very clear, very clear. When it comes to these divine union partnerships, there's offers being manifested or starting to come towards you, or they're being aligned in this very moment, or they have been being aligned. Again, right now, trust the process. Keep the faith. Keep focused on self, right? Right? Okay, this is what's coming in. So a gesture, engagement, a wedding, rejoice in your union. There it says right there. Rejoice in your union. Okay. So, you know, and it's no matter what, it's about surrendering the illusion of separation, because, you know, if it's a twin flame, you're not in separate, like you're together more than likely, because you can feel it in the astral, and I'm working with a lot of clients right now who are also experiencing this, and it's very strong, very strong, very strong, right? But this is about physical offer. This is about a gesture, someone making a gesture towards an offer that leads to maybe a marriage or engagement. Like I said, the things that we're manifesting right now are the things or people, situations, whatever, that are going to be a part of us for the rest of our earthly journey. Okay. It's our community. It's our soul tribe. Friendship, fun, a light heart, enjoy downtime with friends and family. So what I'm receiving here is releasing again the judgments and the projections of the community or the people around, which masculines we know have had a very hard time doing because they've cared so much about the persona, the facade that they have been living and have created, right? So, but to me, it's the opposite. It's like a release of that now, okay? Friendship, this is someone who they just, it's like, even if we aren't together, you know, like romantically, I miss just talking to you. I miss your friendship. So it's like them desiring just even friendship. It's just, I just want to be able to talk to you and, you know, be a part of your life in some way, right? Okay, so let's see what else. I don't know why the comments keep getting stuck. So, here we go. All right. So, you know, and then, you know, you can feel it too. Like, you can feel it. Now, here's the thing. You guys know me because I speak truth. You know, when I say you can feel it, it's when you feel it, but you're like not in the ego about things and you're not clinging to physical outcomes, right? Like, you know, if this is just like still an obsessive energy or whatever, then no, that's not that. Okay. It's like when you are just living your best life, you're doing your thing, you've surrendered up physical outcome, you know, with a specific person or whatever, right? You wish them well, you send them love, but you know, you're not clinging to anything in any way, right? When you are in that space and then you start to feel union, like, because you feel it, right? You're bang on with it because you surrendered it up. So now it can happen, whether it's with, you know, someone that you already knew or a new soulmate or whatever it is, right? The universe knows best. And that's the biggest thing that's hard for people to surrender, that control is no, I only want this person, right? The universe is going, actually, no, you don't, because guess what? That person is going to resist their ascension for the next 20 years, right? So always trust in that too. Whenever and whatever, whoever it is, that is exactly what is meant for you then, right? Okay. All right. So I'm trying to see. So I listen me a Scorpio maybe. Yeah, again, just surrender up the things. You know what I mean? Like, it's just stay in that place of surrender and be aligned with that, right? Twin flame who? Huh? You know? Who? Huh? All right. That's okay, Alex. That's okay. Oh, holy shit, you guys, literally I'm talking about surrender, surrender, surrender. And I'm holding this freaking card in my hand, haven't looked down in it, and then and then I look down, look at it's surrender. And look at, right? Divine feminine. Now we know that divine feminine is an energy, but yeah, there are a lot of women divine feminines here on the channel, but there's a lot of divine feminine masculines here on the channel too, where they're only in the divine feminine energy with their connection, right? But anyways, it's literally, it's clear. And I even posted the other day and people were, most of you guys understood and commented on another video, but I posted on the community page thing to the divine feminine, and it wasn't from Erica, it was from source, from spirit, because it's trying to help you. It's trying to help you receive union, right? And it was all like, if you're still, you know, clinging and hoping, sitting by the phone for this person to return, you need to heal, right? And, you know, so I was like, it was like all about that, right? Well, some people got really triggered by it, but that just proved my point even further, that you need to heal. There's still healing to go. You know, don't project our wounds to them, right? That's why they trigger. That's why they run, right? Besides, they have their own karma and things too. But a big part of it is the divine masculines, they can, your wounds triggers their wounds. So it's like, as long as you're spiritual bypassing or not going within or healing these wounds, they feel that, right? So anyways, so it says detach, trust, a free fall, have faith that all will be well. Isn't that literally what I've been saying this whole time? Like, this is such a beautiful time, transformation time, rebirth time, but it's also brutal. It's been brutal, right? Okay, so that's what I said. We just have to keep our eye on the prize, you know, keep going and trust, right? Again, the universe always has our back. The universe is not like, you know, picking on us or, you know, trying to, you know, make us wait or whatever. I mean, in a sense, sometimes, yeah, but it's because it's not time, you're not ready, or something better is being aligned for you, you know, that's more aligned to your frequency and, you know, et cetera, right? So just surrender it up, my babies. Okay. But it's also the masculine. In fact, surrender union, right? Also, it's divine masculine surrendering in a big, big way right now. Big way, right? Because we're all feeling that, right? Where it's like, this no longer works, I need to surrender it up. Or this relationship is no longer serving me, it's time to surrender it up. Okay? So an offer and then union, a reconciliation, eternal love. Your time has come. Your time has come. So, you know, we know, you know, that the 5D coming down into the 3D, it can take time, right? For things to physically manifest into this dense realm, if you will, right? So for me, again, confirmation for a lot of you guys, you can feel it in your bones, in your soul. You just know it. That something very beautiful, some beautiful kind of offer, because of all the surrendering and the work that you've done, there's a beautiful divine union on its way. Again, whether that's with someone that you will reconcile from the past with, or someone that you've never met before, but is a beautiful past life soulmate or something. Okay, again, surrendering the union, and then union comes. Okay, so just really quick, I just want to get a couple tarot cards real fast. So, all right, okay. All right, an hour and 10 minutes, okay. And I've worked with so many clients on these divine sacred journeys, and I've coached, I've helped, right? And every single client of mine, and a lot of you guys are my clients too, so you know, right? They are all, everything that if they do what comes through, right? They start witnessing the shifts. They start feeling the shifts. And it's like, you know, like, holy crap, like that was powerful, right? So it's very important, very important. I just want to get like a good shuffle here. I surrender, and my heart is open. I trust the universe. I trust divine timing, right? And I know sometimes it's frustrating, right? I have those moments too, right? Where it's not I'm waiting for any one particular person to come in, but I have those moments where, you know, and again, there's the ego coming through, right? Even me, right? I'm not perfect. I'm not some ascended master healed being. Like, no, you know? And I also know that certain things that trigger me or that I witness or that come through, you know, it's because I need to heal that stuff, right? But I know that, and I trust with all my heart, everything in divine order and timing. And whenever and whoever comes into my life, I trust that too. The universe isn't going to send in someone that you don't connect with or that looks like Quasimodo or something, okay? Like, it's going to be, you know, just, it stops you dead in your tracks, extreme soul recognition, like all the things, right? I also posted a thing over on my Instagram story. Okay, 8 of Swords. See, getting out of our head, because all this stuff, it will slow down this or block it, create resistance in the energy, right? But this is the divine masculine right here. That's what I'm pulling on, is like them. But we're all reflections of each other, mirrors to each other. So again, it's like it can apply to them, but it can also apply to you, myself too, right? I've been catching myself, not about divine union, but other things, you know. I've been catching myself getting, like, it's, you know, the worry or fear energy coming back up again. You know, again, I thought I healed these parts. Why am I, you know better than this, Erica. You know, so again, just more confirmation for a lot of you guys. It's normal. A lot of us are feeling that. But again, it's for us to finally overcome or clear it or surrender to it, right? All right, so let's see what's on the bottom. Ace of Swords, interesting. 8 of Swords followed by the Ace of Swords. It's, look at that crystalline light blasting down, okay? So that's what we were talking about a lot today, right? Like in the energy and just everything that's happening, right? The Schumann resonance, etc., right? So it is blasting this energy to all of our crown chakras right now, right? Divine masculine too. So there's, again, a lot of enlightenment, a lot of, you know, surrendering to your truth instead of trying to, you know, carpet sweep it or, right? Like, again, a lot of the divine masculines, they had karma to work out. So a lot of them were in third parties or have been in third parties, karmic partners, right? And for a long time, right, they have felt like this, but for a long time, they have been settling, right? They have been forcing it, settling, right? And now it's like you see the truth so clearly and so powerfully and so strong, like you possibly cannot live in this false world of yours anymore, or you can't cling to the false stories, right? I see the truth, and now I need to take action and honor the truth. Archangel Michael energy showing up with that. And I know Archangel Michael is guiding the masculines. Yeah, see, I know the truth about what I need to move forward and away from, right? I want victory in my life. I want to be back in my power, be in charge, you know, but not in an ego-driven control way, right? It's aligning to the soul. So the Chariot is fast forward movement. It's like, I know what I want. I know where I'm going. I know who I am, right? Or having more clarity around those things. Okay. So, and then we have the Four of Swords. So for me, it's someone who's been silent, dead silence, crickets, for most of you guys. For most of you guys, I would wager that it's been at least 6 months or more since any kind of contact in the physical. This is not someone that you just broke up with 2 weeks ago. This is not that. This is not that. This has been a journey. This has been going on for a while, years, for a lot of you guys. Okay. Tell me about the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Chariot, please. I like that we have an Ace and a Major Arcana Chariot here. It's a Seven of Cups, exactly. Having clarity. Okay, and we have 7, 7. But for me, it's about having divine moments, clarity moments, seeing the truth, the divine truth, wanting to speak truth that, you know, comes from the soul, not from the ego, from the brain, right? And making choices, right? We know there's been a lot of stalling. There's been a lot of, you know, stubbornness. There's been a lot of confusion, you know, seeing through clearly, through the illusion, through the fogginess. But it's someone, he's pointing at the bull right there, right? It's also the divine masculine energy starting to really trust their intuition. Because you know how it is, like when you start awakening and you're connecting to your intuition and you're getting intuitive messages, hits, right? It's a lot of people, that's the biggest thing. It's hard for us to trust that, right? Like, am I really receiving that? Is this, you know, or am I just like projecting from like my brain or my ego, right? So they're learning how to trust what they're feeling, seeing, and what their truth is, right? So making choices, you know, someone who's like been procrastinating and making choices in their life. But now, like I said, you see it so clearly, clear as day, that there's no possible way you can keep living in that illusion. Okay? And as they move out of old loops and whatever, stories, timelines, whatever it is, that can feel a little foreign. It can feel a little uncomfortable, right? And, you know, there can be some confusion that maybe comes up sometimes. You know what I mean? But I feel very strongly that this is someone who's moving through that. This is someone who wants to move forward or is moving forward in their life. And I just keep, my mind is made up. My mind is made up. So, someone who's healing, someone who's been very quiet, you know, silent. Tell me about the Seven of Cups, please. It's also them healing, like, you know, the wounds of the past, in the sense of, you know, I've been, you know, I'm this, you know, amount of, let's say I'm 40 years old, right? And through my life, I've made a lot of bad choices. I've dealt with snakes and devil, demon energies, and, right, darkness, right? I've made wrong choices where I thought I was right? Like you think, right? A karmic ex or partner, right? You meet someone who ends up being karmic to you, right? But when you first meet, and that's how karmic energy starts out, it's very intense. A lot of times it's very hot and heavy, very, you know, all the things, right? So a lot of times people will mistake that, right? For, oh, this is the one, this is it, this is my soulmate who I'm meant to be with, right? They are a form of a soulmate, but we know karmics are season and a reason only, right? So, but it's the masculine, they don't trust themselves to make the right decisions a lot of the time, because they've gone through the drama, or they've been burned. They thought they were right on the money before, and then they ended up being wrong, you know? So it's like, am I also wrong about the divine feminine? You know, I'm afraid to like make a decision or take action, and then, you know, what if I'm wrong? Which creates the procrastination, okay? Okay, see? Look at the Fool. There it is. The leap of faith. There's the offer. There's the union. This is what brings forth the union, this and the truth. Because they know they have to speak openly and honestly with the feminine. The feminine is too, I mean, right? You can't lie to me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna see right through you. Right through you. I'm gonna see through you before you even speak. And I'm already gonna know if it's gonna be good, bad, lie, you know, truth, you know, and a lot of you guys are like that too, right? So it's like, I just know, you know, and there is this like, I don't know, very strong divine timing energy of it's time to speak truth. It's time to honor my truth, right? So again, taking those leaps of faith that take a lot of divine strength, confidence, willpower, you know, heart chakra open, healing, you know, speaking from the heart, speaking divine truth from the heart. And we know that they have lacked that strength for, you know, for a lot of you guys for a long time. So, okay. So I'm going to leave it here. I just wanted to pull a little bit on that since, you know, you guys are here and, you know, if you watch the playback, then you'll see it. I'm just going to get like 2 message cards. Okay. So I felt that. I felt this. I was like, let's see what's after the strength card. So we have the Fool followed by the Strength card. They're taking their power back as well. Like how we talked, you know, the message, the channeled message, you know, from Spirit was any way that like you're giving your power away to situations or people that don't have boundaries, or right, we tiptoe around because we don't want to rock the boat because someone is emotionally unstable, they're explosive. It's just easier just to leave it alone, and right, and that's fine. You know what I mean? To a level, but like I said, right now it's stand your ground, speak loving truth, right? Same thing for divine masculine, and this is showing that. It's they're feeling, you know, like I can do this now. I can speak my truth now. I can have the difficult talks, conversations. I see now how I give my power away. I see now how I allow to be manipulated. Do you know what I mean? I see now that, you know, the way that my family operates is dysfunctional. You know, I see that now. I couldn't see it before, but I see it now, right? They're reflecting, like going back to like childhood and, you know, different times of their life, and they're seeing a lot. There's a lot of clarity around these things, just like you. Just like you. Okay, so the Fool, Strength, and then the Star card. There it is. It's the stars aligning. You know, we know this is like manifestation, wish fulfillment. It could also be a very cold and detached energy too, the Star card. Okay, Aquarius energy there, right? But it's about what's being manifested and called in from the heart. It's about what feels aligned and right in the heart. See the heart chakra lit up, all green. Wishing upon a star, believing in magic. I've never, ever in my life, you know, believed in like soulmates or, you know, I doubt a lot of the masculines. I mean, they might, because they're probably being shown a lot of stuff. But it's, like, how do I say this? Now I'm losing my train of thought. Hold on, guys, it'll circle back. This has been happening a lot too, right? It's funny too, because I was working with a client earlier, and the same thing was happening to her. She's like, "What?" And I'm like, "I know." I'm like, Mercury's. We're still in the post shadow, but you know, it's been crazy. I don't know. Just what feels right, what feels good, what feels balanced to them. It's also seeking that balance, calling in that balance, and taking action, doing things to have that balanced energy. Okay, so it's like for a long time, see, I want to bring balance. This is about, you know, things balancing out, karma. This also, right, Libra, this Justice card, it rules the 7th house, the house of partnership and marriage. Bringing balance to what feels like, you know, home, or what feels right in your soul. 4 Wands union. It's also about karmic justice within their you know, direct reality, their 3D reality, their home environments, their relationships, whatever, you know, if they've been married to someone or in like a long-term partnership or whatever it is, right? Again, it's time. It's time. Okay. And then the Four of Swords. So they could be, you know, the divine masculines or your masculine. It could be them healing from, you know, going through a divorce or a separation or a breakup or something like that. Or maybe they've been living with someone or, again, married to someone. You know, I'm hearing breaking off an engagement. So maybe your person's engaged or was engaged or I don't know. Okay, it's just I'm hearing it, so I'm gonna say it. So they're going through a mode of healing. They've been healing. So, you know, maybe they communicate, they reach out, they catch you up on what they feel they need to speak truth about and share with you. But maybe it's like, yeah, this is what I've been going through, or this is what I'm about to go through. You know, I just wanted to check in. I wanted to see how you're doing. I'm, you know, going through my own healing right now. And that's okay, right? Of course that's okay. You know, true divine counterparts, like it's an unconditional love, meaning without condition, right? Meaning the masculines can feel that the feminine is not going to ridicule them and judge. I mean, that's what they've been dealing with. That's what they've been dealing with. The divine feminine empress, true divine feminine empress frequency, energy, they will be open and receptive. They will be compassionate, kind, loving. They will have the empathy there, and the masculines can feel that. And guess what? That's a safe haven, because a lot of them, it's, and that's another thing I posted the other day. It was, your relationship should be a safe haven, not a battlefield, because the world is rough enough already, right? So that's what a true divine counterpart union is. It's a safe haven. It's home. It's the stars aligning, you know, it is wish fulfillment. It's all those things. And it's very balanced, right? Okay. All right. So anyways, yeah, they're wounded warrior. Yeah. So they're going through some healing right now. Yeah. There's definitely some wounds or things happening where it creates that energy. Okay. So let's get a couple messages just for fun from the divine masculines. And then I'll let you go. And then I will be, like I said, posting a couple of videos later today and working on the past life messages for those of you guys who signed up on the list, okay? And again, I'll post it over on the community page too, but I won't, if I've never corresponded with email with you before, okay, then I definitely need you to email me so I can get your reading to you. All right, first message. Fell out on the ground. Okay. I have recognized that what I feel for you is unavoidable. Remember the other day, the last collective reading I posted for the DMDF? I talked a lot about, I think, the inevitable. Surrendering to the inevitable. Like it's like it feels inevitable to communicate with you, to speak to you again someday. Okay, they've been avoiding the inevitable, but there's a surrendering to the inevitable. And same thing with their, you know, their devil, whatever the devil energy is in their life too. Okay, so, but what I feel for you is unavoidable. Like, this is just like, it's not going away. As hard as I've tried to run and hide and you know, it's not going away. In fact, it's gotten a million times stronger. It's grown, right? Okay. I'm trying to keep the peace in my life, but I'm also breaking cycles. Trust me. See, so they're letting you know, like, they're trying to do this as peacefully as possible. I mean, you have to think, like, if this is someone who, you know, has a mortgage with someone or a family with someone, or, you know, there's a lot that we know goes into this stuff, right? So it's just like, trust me, you know, all in divine timing. Yes, I'm breaking cycles. I'm trying to do it as peacefully as I can without like absolute chaos. Okay. So there's that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get a couple more. I know that our love is sacred. We have a powerful mission together of some kind. I know that you will teach me more about all of this. I respect this love and you on the highest level. There you go. Yeah, thank you, Alex. Yeah, I know I'm like not even paying attention because I'm just channeling and I'm trying to get through this so I can pop off. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah. Remember what I said, guys. Bizarro world, and the darkness triggered by the light. So there's a lot of light here, isn't there? There's a lot of high vibrational energy here, right? So again, remember, let's keep the cool, keep the peace, just, right? Just, I know, I get it, but that's why we have moderators, so thank goodness. And I try to usually keep up on it too. Okay, and then so for those of you guys where, you know, again, your person has been in a boyfriend-girlfriend type deal, an engagement, a marriage union, I'm hearing boyfriend-girlfriend type deal, so I don't know. That's going to be for a lot of you guys. But I also know there's a lot of DMs. There's a lot of divine feminines that had to go through the same thing. They had to walk away from marriages, long-term partnerships, as they were healing their own karma and ego, etc., etc. So it's like the masculine is now going through it. But masculine is letting everyone know right now, if this applies to you, it's literally, I've only stayed where I was because yes, I was healing, but also because of duty, children, money, and out of fear of other people's judgments. Right? All right. So, and then let's see. I am not sexual or affectionate towards anyone anymore. All I desire is you, my beloved. So again, you know, it really is like the whole, like, I just need you to know, like, there's progress happening, even though maybe you're not seeing it in the physical. I'm checked out of the karmic thing. I'm checked out. Now I'm just integrating. Now I'm just, you know, taking the action or going through the things that I need to do. Maybe it's them having to find an apartment or their own place, or, you know, dividing assets, or, you know, figuring out things like that, a custody schedule, you know, with a spouse or ex-partner or whatever you want to say. Okay, so it's all the things, right? But they're letting, like, it's just, you know, when we awaken, when we start self-loving, you know, that's what happens, you know? I remember, like, when I was, you know, starting my awakening, and like I was with my toxic karmic ex, you know, and I've shared plenty of times about that whole thing. But that's when I broke the wheel. That's when I broke the cycle for good, forever, you know, never, ever again would that happen. Or would I even accept what, you know, behaviors I accepted before, right? But it was like that. It was like, not like, I was not attracted to him anymore. I started seeing just very different things. So definitely no, you know, things happening like that. And that was, you know, but we still lived together for like a long time, you know, but it was just like almost like a repulsed energy, you know, because I was seeing through it so clearly, right? So anyways, my loves, I'm going to leave it here. I send love to everyone. I might have to switch the title of this reading though, the live, so people know there's like a little bit of a message for the DM too. But I'm really happy with how the messages came out today with, you know, the channeling for like, stand your ground, speak your truth, but have, you know, speak from the heart, you know, have compassion, right? Difficult conversations, no more carpet sweeping, no more, you know, one thing that's a very common dysfunctional trait within family dynamics and generational patterning is, oh, that's just how they are. You know, oh, to make an excuse, that's just how they are, you know, what can you do? That's just how they are. Well, you can do a lot. You can disconnect, you can detach, you can create boundaries, you can have healthy talks, conversations, let people know, hey, by the way, like, this is how you make me feel. or that really hurt my feelings, or, you know, it's not cool the way you talk to me. It's disrespectful. You know, a lot of it too is being passed off as like a joke or joking, you know, but it's like a low-key attack or projecting, you know? So anyways, that's what I've got. And like I said, same thing for the DM. Same thing for the DM. Standing their ground, having those difficult conversations, those talks that we've been avoiding, or, you know, we've just been carpet sweeping because it's just easier and I don't want to deal with it. No more. No more. Right? We deserve to have that. Right? And to live in our truth and not feel like we have to cower and dim because someone else, like I said, is emotionally unstable or they project their trauma, you know, things like that. It's not fair to you, right? Okay. So have a beautiful day, you guys. Stay tuned, like I said, for more videos. Of course, as always, like if you guys are interested in booking with me, you want to tune into anything, right? General reading, past life Akashic reading. Like I said, now I'm doing the goddess channeled messages for you, channeling Goddess Isis and Mary Magdalene. Also, any kind of other spiritual realm being that wants to come through, whether that be a loved one on the other side, an ancestor, an angel, other goddess or deity energies, right? So my channels are very open, but those are the two ascended masters, goddesses that came to me and was like, this is the next part of your journey. This is another service that is a part of your journey, a part of what you're here to do. And it's them wanting to come through and connect with the client. So yeah, and then I also do the intuitive energetic healing, and I will post in the description box after I click off the live and post the live, all of the detailed information. So I hope that everyone has a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for just being just such an awesome soul tribe. You know, because again, when I was talking about the pressure earlier, like that, because I used to pressure myself. I would put so much guilt and pressure, like, you know, like if I felt like tired or if I was having a day like this where the energy, because I'm so sensitive to it, it's crazy. And it's very uncomfortable, and I don't like it, you know, of course I don't like it, right? But I also know what to do and how to take care of myself to help with it, right? But I used to feel very guilty and pressure myself in the past about showing up and being like, no, you have to be here. You know, you said you were going to do the live. You have to go on and do the live, you know, and I would be suffering to show up, which that was my fault, right? So I had to start doing the healthy boundaries with myself. And that's what I meant. If there's like things that you just feel like, I just can't today, right? That's okay. That's okay. And I know we all have to do the adulting thing. We all have to work and all the things, right? But just be graceful with yourself. Be compassionate with yourself. And don't judge yourself if you have these moments. You know what I mean? And be honest with yourself, you know? I feel like absolute shit today. Or, wow, it's a rough day. Man, I'm feeling real low today. Or I'm feeling real great today. You know, it's all okay, right? So anyways, loves, thank you again. I will see you soon. Yeah, and then I'm going to post about the email thing, so everyone hopefully sees it. But yeah, all right. Mwah. Love you guys. Thank you. And thank you, Alex, for moderating. Thank you so much for your help. All right. Bye, guys.